Hello everybody, welcome to another Nephilim Builds. It's Pride Month and we're celebrating by making various LGBTQIA+ characters in media because fuck Trump. Today we're gonna wing it like witches as Raine whispers from the Owl House. As always, keep in mind that these videos are about capturing the spirit of the character rather than capturing their abilities perfectly. With that said, let's address the obvious. Raine is confirmed non-binary. In fact, I can't recall a single person using anything besides they, them to refer to them. Hell, I can't even remember if Bellos misgendered them and he's hella evil. But that's not what I want to address here. What I want to address is the sheer stupidity of pretending that they, them can't be used in the singular. Because let's be real, you're pretending. You know they can be used in the singular, you do it all the time without needing to think about it. You would simply rather pretend that you're dumber than you actually are, which is already saying something, just to invalidate someone. And it is utterly pathetic. Now with all that said, let's start with the ability scores. Using the same pointer I will put the 15 to charisma, they might get stage fright, but they pulled eat up. Twice! And that will put the 14 in dexterity, they're pretty spry for their age. Don't give me that look, I'm 32 with poppy knees and back pains. Up next is the 13 in constitution for HP. We'll put the 12 into wisdom for insight and then the 10 to intelligence. Lastly we'll dump strength, we don't need it. For species we're going to go with Hexblood. We'll get deception and insight for scales and get dark vision of 60 feet, Fey resilience, eerie token, and hex magic. We'll make a custom background putting our increases in charisma and constitution. We'll also take acrobatics and performance and the musician feat. We'll specifically choose the viola, the lute, the lyre, and the flute. Moving on to class, we're going to go with bard, obviously. We'll get charisma and dexterity saving throws and take persuasion, sleight of hand, and arcana for skills. We'll also be proficient with light armor and simple weapons as well as the pan flute, the shawm, and the dulcimer. At level 1 we get bardic inspiration and 2 cantrips, taking thunderclap for a shockwave and starry wisp for a ranged shot. We'll also get 4 spells, taking thunderwave, detect magic, featherfall because with its fall damage, and silvery barbs from Strixhaven. At level 2 we'll get jack of all trades and expertise in deception and performance. We'll also take heroism for morale. I think I found a new filler spell. At level 3 we got our bard college, taking the College of Lore. Hello old friend, it's been a while. We get cutting words and pick medicine, nature, and perception for skills. We'll also take shatter for a sound blast. At level 4 we take the inspiring leader feat, rounding charisma. We'll also take vicious mockery for smack talk and pyrotechnics for a smokescreen. At level 5 we get deity inspiration and font of inspiration and take cloud of daggers for sound slashes and suggestion to make people dance. At level 6 we get magical discoveries, taking guidance and resistance. I've already got all the spells I need picked out, I kind of just didn't want to pick glamour this time. We'll also take Bard Knowledge to be good at stuff. At level 7 we'll get Counter Charm and take the Spell Magic. At level 8 we'll take the Spell Sniper feat, Bumping Charisma, and take Enhance Ability for Super NB feats. At level 9 we'll Expertise Insight and Sleight of Hand and take 8 for more HP and Enthrall for Bard Charm. At level 10 we get D10 Inspiration and Magical Secrets. We'll also take Prestidigitation to change the drink's flavor and purify food and drink. Does this count as a signature move? I think it should. At level 11 we'll get Call Lightning and at level 12 we'll raise our dexterity. At level 13 we'll take Counterspell and at level 14 we'll get Peerless Skill. At level 15 we'll get D12 Inspiration and take Skill Empowerment from Xanathars to be good at stuff. Public speaking seems to be about the only thing Raine is bad at. Hell, even that might have been an act. At level 16 we'll raise our Constitution and at level 17 we'll take Wall of Force. At level 18 we'll get Superior Inspiration and take Death Ward because it's good, and at level 19 we'll take the boon of Spell Recall, capping Charisma. We'll also take Mass Suggestion for more dancing. Lastly, at level 20 we'll get Words of Creation and Otto's Irresistible Dance for the ultimate dance spell. Now that we're level 20 we finally have our modifiers. Our unarmored AC is 13, our move speed is 30, and our average HP is 163 with 20 d8 hit dice. And with that, we are done. Now what can this build do? To start, we're an expert at espionage with expertises, disguises, and smokescreens. We've also got multiple control spells, and even though we don't have a lot of damage options, we don't need a lot. We've got a solid attack roll cantrip that we can use at range or in melee, and a reliable AoE, and both of them are damage types that few creatures resist. For weaknesses we have terrible AC, and our dumb strength is a problem for grapples and shadows. We also didn't pack any healing, which is very unusual for a bard. Also, if Panic Grimtongue has taught me anything, it's that shatter gets weaker the higher you upcast it. Weaknesses aside, we're still one hell of a bat. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to support my channel, there's a link to my Patreon down in the description. $1 a month gives you 2-day early access to my videos and access to all of my homebrew content. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments, and I'll see you all next time when I make Yan Shen from Thousand Autos.